Are you tired of digestive issues controlling your life? What if there was a simple, science-backed framework that could transform your gut health in just 5 steps? Welcome to the Dress for Health Success Code for Gut Healing, where DRESS stands for Diet, Rest, Exercise, Stress Management, and Supplements. Did you know that your gut contains more nerve cells than your spinal cord? Or that 90% of your body's serotonin is produced in your digestive system, not in your brain? I know I've mentioned these things before, but in today's episode, we're revealing the fascinating gut-brain connection and introducing you to the revolutionary approach that addresses the root causes of digestive dysfunction. So no more Band-Aid solutions, no more trial and error, no more symptom management. This is all about healing your gut from the inside out. Ready to crack the code? Let's dive in. Hey friend, welcome to Gut Fix. Are you ready to finally get rid of those debilitating digestive symptoms? Do you catch yourself staying up late Googling things like, what can I eat? Or how do I stop a flare? Or maybe you're just lying awake wondering, how did this ever happen to me? I'm Wendy, and I've been exactly where you are, desperately searching for answers, but determined to find natural solutions. And like you, I was overwhelmed by all the conflicting information out there and unsure of what might really work for me. And so now in this podcast, I'm here to share with you what I've learned, how to listen to your body's signals, and uncover the common mistakes that might be standing in the way of your healing. So grab your favorite drink, pop in your earbuds, and let's dive into your health transformation together. Welcome to the first episode of our groundbreaking series on gut healing. I'm your host, Wendy Handy, functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner and former IBD sufferer. And over the next 6 episodes, I want to completely transform how you think about digestive wellness. And if you've been struggling with bloating, irregular bowel movements, food sensitivities, or that nagging feeling that something just isn't right in your gut, then this series is specifically designed for you. And today I want to crack the Dress for Health Success Code. It's a revolutionary science-backed framework that stands for diet, rest, exercise, stress management, and supplements. And no, it's not another quick fix or trendy elimination diet. This is a comprehensive approach that addresses the root causes of gut dysfunction and is going to give your digestive system everything it needs to heal and thrive. Before we begin and dive into the 5 pillars of the Dress for Health Success Code, we need to understand why your gut matters so much and the health of your gut matters so much and why traditional approaches are often going to fall short. So your digestive system is far more than just a food processing plant. It is truly the foundation of your overall health and wellness. And, let's start with some mind-blowing facts about your gut that will maybe change how you think about digestive health forever, hopefully. Your gastrointestinal tract contains more than 500 million neurons. That's more nerve cells than your spinal cord. And scientists call this enteric nervous system actually your second brain. And it can actually operate independently from your central nervous system. And so the second brain is constantly communicating with your actual brain through the vagus nerve. That's the longest cranial nerve in your body. And this communication highway is so robust that more information travels from your gut to your brain than from your brain to your gut. And when you get those gut feelings or butterflies before a big presentation, you're experiencing that gut-brain connection in real time. And your gut also houses approximately 70% of your immune system, and it produces 90% of your body's serotonin. The neurotransmitter, the serotonin, is often referred to as your happiness hormone. And that means that the health of your digestive system directly influences your mood, energy levels, cognitive function, and also your ability to fight off infections and diseases. But maybe one of the most fascinating of all is your gut microbiome. And it's trillions of bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other microorganisms that call your digestive tract home. And this microbial ecosystem is as unique as your fingerprint. And it plays a very crucial role in everything from your digestion, nutrient absorption, to immune regulation, and even your personality traits. Yep, even your personality traits. And so despite the critical importance of gut health, we are facing an unprecedented crisis in digestive wellness. It's been happening for decades, and the rates of irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, food allergies, and just so many other digestive disorders have skyrocketed over the last few decades. And the modern lifestyle and diet, unfortunately, presents unique challenges that, our ancestors, they never really faced that. And so, our diets are dominated here, especially in the US, by highly processed foods that are stripped of the fiber, the nutrients, and that are so beneficial for your gut bacteria and what it needs to thrive. And so we're also exposed to so many more antibiotics through medical treatments. If you've been to the doctor for anything, that might be related to immune, they're almost always throwing an antibiotic at you. And, it's through this food supply, also, we can dramatically alter your gut microbiome. And that's what's happening, is it's being dramatically altered all the time. And then you add chronic stress, which has become the norm rather than the exception. And we know that stress hormones can increase intestinal permeability, leading to, leaky gut, and disrupt digestive functions. Another challenge that we have is we're sleeping less than we previously did, and poor sleep quality directly impacts gut health. We move less. We're spending more hours sitting at a desk, in the car. That's going to slow down your gut motility and actually reduce the diversity of your gut microbiome. And we're also exposed to so many more environmental toxins, artificial additives, chemicals. All of that can disrupt the delicate balance of your gut ecosystem. And traditional medicine, it often approaches gut issues with a symptom management mindset. One in particular is the acid blockers for heartburn. Antidiarrheal medications for loose stools, laxatives if you have constipation. And these interventions, they might provide, temporary relief, but oftentimes all the time, they're not really addressing what the underlying cause is of these digestive functions. And you may have found yourself reaching for these things because it's become the norm. And of course, you see all of these commercials on TV that say, hey, get relief, try our product. And so you do, and you do get a little bit of relief, but it's, potentially going to come back again and again and again. And so this is where the Dress for Health Success code becomes revolutionary. So instead of focusing on those individual symptoms or a single intervention, it addresses all the major factors that influence your gut health simultaneously. And so the power lies not in any one element, but in how all 5 of these pillars work together synergistically. And so think of your gut health like a garden. It's a thriving garden. If it is a thriving garden, it needs good soil. It needs adequate water and hydration. It needs proper sunlight. It needs protection from pests and sometimes even some fertilizer. So when you relate that to your gut, it also needs the right foods. It needs adequate rest. It needs regular movement, stress management, and sometimes even targeted supplementation in order to function optimally. And so the interconnected nature of all of these elements means that if you make improvements in one area, that's going to amplify benefits in other areas. And so better sleep is going to improve your stress resilience and your ability to be able to manage your stress better. That's going to support better digestion. And then regular exercise enhances your mood. It reduces inflammation, and it makes it easier to make healthier food choices overall. And then stress management techniques are going to improve your sleep quality, digestive function, and that's all going to create positive feedback loops throughout your system and throughout this whole system. So let me give you a preview of what we'll be exploring in depth over the next 5 episodes. So we're going to talk about diet. That forms the foundation of your gut health. We'll explain anti-inflammatory foods that are going to help heal your gut lining, the importance of fiber and prebiotics for feeding that beneficial bacteria, and how to identify and eliminate foods that might be triggering inflammation in your system. And you'll learn about fermented foods, bone broth, and other gut healing superfoods that are out there, as well as a lot of practical strategies for meal planning and meal prep. Then we'll move on to rest. And rest is the master regulator that it allows your body's healing system to function optimally. So we'll dive into the fascinating relationship between your sleep and your gut microbiome, how your circadian rhythms influence digestive function, and share some practical strategies for optimizing your sleep environment and your bedtime routine so that you get maximum gut healing benefits. And then exercise, we'll discuss how it influences your gut in ways that might actually surprise you, things that you maybe never have heard before. So physical activity, it enhances gut motility. It reduces inflammation, and it actually changes the composition of your gut microbiome in so many beneficial ways. And we'll explore the best ways to get movement in for your digestive health, including some things like, yoga and the powerful benefits of yoga and mindful movement practices. And then stress management, that's going to address the gut-brain connection directly. So chronic stress is one of the most overlooked yet powerful drivers of digestive dysfunction. And we'll learn about vagus nerve stimulation techniques, different breathing exercises, meditation practices, and some other tools that will help you to break the stress digestive symptom cycle. And then supplements, supplements provide targeted support when they're used strategically. And we're going to explore the functional medicine 5R protocol, which is to remove, replace, reinoculate, repair, and rebalance, and learn about evidence-based supplements, including, certain probiotics, digestive enzymes, gut healing nutrients, and herbs that will accelerate the healing process. And so over the next 5 episodes, my hope is that as we take a deep dive into each element of this dress for health success code, that you'll get a better understanding how this overall picture plays in and how each pillar plays a part. And each episode is designed to be both, educational and give you some immediate action items that you can start doing today or that day. You're going to walk away with specific strategies that you can that you can implement, as well as gaining a very deep understanding of the science behind your gut health. And it's perfect whether you're dealing with diagnosed digestive conditions like IBD or SIBO, something like that, or you're struggling with food sensitivities and bloating, or maybe you just simply want to optimize your gut health for better overall health. Healthcare practitioners will also find some valuable insights for working with patients who have digestive concerns. So, we're also going to be, I'm going to be drawing from a lot of the latest research from places like Harvard Medical School, the Cleveland Clinic, and some of the leading functional medicine practitioners. And we'll translate that science and that piece of the science into very practical, real-world strategies that are going to be able to fit into your busy lifestyle. And so as we begin this journey together, I want you to think of gut healing not as a destination, but as a process. And some people notice improvements within days of implementing these strategies, sometimes weeks. Others, it may take several months to see any significant changes at all. Everybody's different, right? And the timeline is going to depend on factors like how long have you been dealing with these gut issues, the severity of your symptoms, and how consistently you do implement this Dress for Health Success code and these principles. And so the key is for you to start where you are and make very gradual, sustainable changes rather than trying to completely overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight. That's going to lead to failure. I've been there. I've done that in all aspects of my life. And it takes small, consistent actions, and you compound that over time to create profound transformations. And I'm also going to encourage you to keep a simple journal as you go through the series. Note your energy levels, any digestive symptoms, your mood, your sleep quality. This is going to help you identify which of the interventions are going to be most helpful for your unique situation and help you keep motivated to see as you see some results, right? So your gut health is the foundation of your overall wellness. We've talked about that so many times. And it influences everything from your immune function, your mood, your energy, and your cognitive function. And the Dress for Health Success Code provides a comprehensive, science-backed roadmap that's going to help heal your digestive system naturally, but also sustainably, long-term. And in our next episode, I want to dive into diet, and we're going to explore the specific foods that heal your gut, the ones that can potentially harm your gut, and some practical strategies for creating anti-inflammatory eating plans that are going to nourish your microbiome and support optimal digestive function. So, thanks for joining me on this journey and working towards your optimal gut health. Remember that every small step that you take towards better digestive wellness is it's truly an investment in your long-term health and vitality. And your gut has the incredible capacity to heal, and your whole body does for that matter, when you give it the right support. And the Dress for Health Success Code provides exactly that support. So until next time, start paying attention to your gut feelings, that gut-brain connection, both literally and figuratively. And your digestive system is trying to communicate with you. And when you learn to listen, that's going to be your first step towards healing. So that's a wrap for episode number 1 of our Dress for Health Success Code series. And if you want a very personalized approach to your gut health, book a free discovery call. Go to my website, wendyhandy.com. You can book there or go to the show notes below. So until next time, stay happy and stay healthy. Hey friend, I hope today's episode brought you some real value. If it did, would you take just 30 seconds to share it with a friend who might be struggling to get her gut in check? And if you're feeling extra generous, leave me a review on Apple. It absolutely lights me up knowing that this podcast is making a difference for you. All right, it's time for me to grab my protein shake and get my gut happy. I'll see you back here next Tuesday for another episode of Gut Fix. And until then, stay happy and stay healthy.